Have you ever had the feeling that what we see in the news isn't the whole story? That wars don't always start with weapons, but with whispers? That behind every headline there's a script written long before the cameras roll? Today, we're pulling back the curtain, because somewhere between official statements and silent strategies lies the truth no one is talking about. This isn't speculation, it's patterns, documents and events that fit a little too perfectly. You're watching Curious Minds, the channel where we dig deeper, connect the dots, and explore the secrets hidden in plain sight. If you're the kind of person who doesn't settle for the surface, hit subscribe, because what you'll learn here might change the way you see the world. Now buckle up, let's begin. For decades, intelligence experts have warned that not all wars start with bombs. Some start with rumors, strategic leaks, anonymous sources. A headline here, a whisper there. It's a technique known as perception shaping. Governments use it to steer public opinion, rally support, or justify action before it happens. Documents declassified in the last 10 years show this tactic was used in the Gulf War, and possibly even during the Cold War. There's a pattern. 3 days, that's how long it takes for a new global narrative to solidify. Day 1, a shocking claim. Day 2, media chaos. Day 3, public opinion settles. And then comes action, military movements, sanctions, emergency meetings. Coincidence or choreography? Some researchers believe this 3-day method is currently unfolding again, this time in the Middle East. Earlier this week, an old tension reignited. Israel launched targeted strikes on Iranian assets. The US, through former President Trump, called for Iran's unconditional surrender. But no declaration of war was made, no official motive. Just one thing, silence, followed by a media storm. What was the trigger? What are we not being told? Some intelligence whistleblowers have described what they call the distraction hypothesis. The idea is simple. When a government faces internal instability, economic, political, even legal, a foreign threat becomes convenient. This isn't about conspiracy, it's about control. History shows us dozens of cases where global crises conveniently aligned with political scandals or economic collapse. In 1962, the US military drafted a plan to stage fake terrorist attacks to justify war with Cuba. It was called Operation Northwoods. Though never executed, it was signed by top military brass. The plan included real deaths, real destruction, fake enemies. It was only stopped by President Kennedy. And yet, some researchers believe similar ideas have returned, under different names, different enemies. Every time a missile is launched, something strange happens. Markets shift, currencies drop, gold rises, defense stocks surge. War has shareholders. Is it any wonder that while the world watches bombs fall, corporations prepare quarterly gains? The line between battlefield and boardroom has blurred. Behind every headline is a game of chess, secret negotiations, proxy conflicts, veiled threats. Experts call this deep diplomacy. Countries speak through silence. A cancelled meeting, a tweet deleted in 15 minutes, a glitch on a military website. Clues are left, not for us, but for other governments watching. When Trump said Iran must surrender unconditionally, it wasn't just words. It was a signal. Here's something chilling. Some historians believe the signs of empire collapse always follow a pattern: militarization, wealth divide, foreign entanglement, civil unrest, and finally, distraction. Look around. Which stage are we in now? When every narrative is spun and every fact is filtered, how do we know what's real? We question everything. We compare timelines. We follow the money, because in a world where truth is weaponized, skepticism becomes survival. While governments argue publicly, secret groups often pull the strings behind closed doors. Think tanks, lobbyists, private intelligence firms. They create white papers that suggest not if a country should go to war, but how it should do it, and what can be gained afterward. Some believe modern diplomacy is less about peace and more about timing economic opportunities with global chaos. In 2021, leaked Pentagon documents revealed military strategists running thousands of digital war simulations every month, not just to plan, but to test reactions, public panic, media backlash, global markets, even Twitter trends, all part of the equation. One scenario showed a fake conflict used to pass emergency surveillance laws. What if what we're seeing is just one version of a simulated future? Fear is more contagious than any virus. Political scientists know this. Fear changes behavior. It pushes people to accept surveillance, restrictions, and censorship, all in the name of safety. After 9/11, global surveillance skyrocketed. After each new conflict, so do defense budgets. Ask yourself, is fear a byproduct of war or the product? The Israel-Iran tension didn't start last week or last year. These rivalries go back centuries. Religion, territory, pride, repackaged into modern conflicts. But now, there's a new layer. Artificial intelligence, autonomous drones, deepfake propaganda, ancient tensions, armed with futuristic weapons. It's not just a war of countries anymore. It's a war of narratives, coded in ones and zeros. You ever heard of the black budget? It's the part of national defense spending that's classified. Trillions of dollars, unaccounted for. Some believe this money funds secret bases, space weapons, or hidden conflicts never revealed to the public. Others say it's used to destabilize regions covertly, using AI-generated propaganda and social engineering. If war is business, this is the secret ledger. In 2014, several soldiers reportedly vanished during joint operations overseas. Their disappearance wasn't publicized. Their families were silenced. Some whistleblowers claimed they were part of a classified ghost unit, trained not to fight in wars, but to influence them. What if the most powerful weapon isn't a missile, but a man with no record, no name, and no allegiance? One startup in Silicon Valley claims to predict political instability weeks before it happens, using satellite data, social media trends, and economic flows. They warned of rising tension in the Middle East, 10 days before the first missile flew. And they're not alone. Intelligence agencies now rely on machine learning to forecast conflict. But here's the real question. Do they use it to prevent war or to plan it better? If you're watching this video, you're not supposed to panic. You're supposed to prepare, not with weapons or bunkers, but with awareness. Because while the world fights over territory, the real battle is for your attention. Don't let them distract you. Stay awake, stay sharp, stay curious. This is Curious Minds. Like, comment, and subscribe if you believe the truth is stranger than fiction. Tell us in the comments. Which part of today's episode made you question everything? And remember, silence in the media doesn't mean peace. It means something's coming.